everybody, it's Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano back with you here at the APP New Jersey Open. Apologies, we are having some internet issues today, so hopefully we will get those resolved and smooth things out going forward. But we're currently in a consolation bracket match right now between J.W. Johnson and Georgia Johnson. They are on the near side of the screen. Sari Lee and Stephen Hendricks are on the far end. Coming back from a timeout, it is 12-3-2. This is a match to 15.
Yeah, and as this match has gone along, that's what it's been. It's been Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson on full attack mode. They have not stopped and have not let off the gas pedal. Nice shot there from Stephen Hendricks.
Stephen is 39 years old, out of Downingtown, Pennsylvania. His partner, Sari Lee, 45, out of Livingston, New Jersey. So they're sort of local players to the area, so good to be able to see them briefly here while we are back into the action.
Yeah, Hendricks plays a lot with Frank Anthony Davis. They don't live too far from each other. Stephen's sister, Angie Weldon, also plays at this level. They play together some, Angie and Stephen. Good hands there from Sari Lee. And then Stephen Hendricks able to put that down.
Joey Jones is our USA Pickleball certified referee. He just became a certified ref, he was telling me beforehand, so he is ready to go.
Good read from Hendricks on how he came all the way over to get that. Unfortunately, he was at full speed, couldn't stop, the middle was open.
13-4-1.
All cool, calm, and collected was Sari Lee right there. That's what she needs to do right there. Don't get too tense. Handle the pressure from Johnson and Johnson.
Four, 13-1.
4-13-1.
Point. 5-13-1.
Good spot there from J.W. Johnson, but good defense from Lee and Hendricks.
5-13.
Hanging in here, 5-13-2.
Great work from transition area from Lee. Unfortunately, the easy one on the backhand side, she misses.
Coming up next, we're going to have our last semifinal match. Michelle Esquivel and Zayn Naruto will take on Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy. So that's coming up next. The winner of that match will go on to the winner bracket final to play Lauren Stratman and Rob Nunnery. All right, we have a timeout here called from Lee and Hendricks as Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson are on a match point here when we come back from this Jigsaw Health hydration break.
Yeah, Lee and Hendricks have done a good job this last third of this match and staying in some points a little longer and gaining some momentum, but again, just almost feels like just a little too late right here at 14-5. Johnson & Johnson will be serving for the match when we come out of this timeout.
Team's out of timeout. Serving team has 2 timeouts remaining.
All right, back into the action here from that hydration break, and J.W. Johnson serving for the match.
Nope. Out. Second server.
Johnson just missing that backhand. Good leave though from Hendricks.
14-5, 2.
They survive.
Like to see Georgia Johnson come in and attack that return a serve from Sari Lee because it was so short and kind of popped up on her. She just decided to drop that in.
Second server. 5-14, 2.
Good cover in the middle from Georgia Johnson. We'll have a third chance here to end this match.
14-5, 1. Second server. 14-5, 2.
All right, they hold it off again.
Johnson just stretched out a little too much on that. If he's going to go all the way over there, that just needs to be a switch with his sister Georgia. Such a heavy ball from Georgia Johnson. She drops that front shoulder and leans into that two-handed backhand. It's nasty. Randy Coleman says there's cork. Uh-oh. Do we have an issue? Is there an issue with that paddle? No. That's all Georgia Johnson right there. And we got a fifth opportunity here at match point for Johnson & Johnson.
And that crushing two-handed backhand from Georgia Johnson finally gets the job done. They will continue on for the day. Sari Lee and Stephen Hendricks are done for the day, but a really good showing they had. So congrats to them. We're going to take a sponsored break now, and don't go anywhere, guys. We'll have that semifinal match that I mentioned coming up next between Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy taking on Zayn and Michelle Esquivel. Don't go anywhere.
My favorite paddle is the V520. It's more of a control paddle, which is great for my game because I'm certainly known as more of a defensive player, but it's still great for hitting a hard serve and drive the ball well from the transition area and from the kitchen. Go ahead and drive it at me. I'm ready to block it into the kitchen. I can roll it or I can slice it. Either way, I feel like it's gonna go in. With the soft feel of the paddle, I can dink all day, so go ahead and try to outthink me.
Is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Hey, Katie, could you pass me the creamer?
Why don't you just come into the kitchen and get the creamer?
I can't come in the kitchen.
Sure you can.
No, I really can't.
You can come into the kitchen as long as you don't hit the ball out of the air.
All right. That's why I stay out of kitchens.
Welcome back to the Franklin Pickleball Studio. Dominic Catalano here with Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson after their consolation match victory over Sari Lee and Stephen Hendricks. Georgia, your first time in the booth with us here in the Franklin Studio. Welcome. Why don't we just, you and me, right? J.W.'s over there. He doesn't speak much anyway. So no, Georgia, going into that match, you guys are just coming off of a loss against Navratil and Michelle Esquivel. What are you thinking, and what did you kind of do to turn your game around to kind of come back and win that match pretty handily?
I just start the warm-up over. I just start dinking again, see where the problem was, and just get all my nerves out.
It seemed like you guys did a good job of that, J-Dub. You came out pretty much on fire. You came out with a lot of pressure in that match. Was that your plan going into that one?
Yeah, pretty much the plan, just try to take over as much as I can, but not too much. So I was doing that a little too much with the previous match that we were playing. But yeah, I was just trying to take over a lot, and it was working, so I just kept doing it.
All right, so moving on forward, you have, I believe I saw, is Becky Ryan and Brendan Long moving forward. You know both of those players?
Yes.
What's your plan against those guys, Georgia?
Can't give away too much, but
she's gonna be quiet over here.
But you know, typical mixed plan.
Yeah, what's that?
You know, hit to the girl. Hit to the girl. What do you?
And against players like that with Becky and Brendan, you know both of those guys too, J-Dub. You know they play kind of hard and want to play kind of fast, but you guys like to play that way too. What's going to be the key to countering that?
Trying to do that, but also just trying to stay patient sometimes in case we're losing that. Try to slow it down and just see if they're going to be moving a lot or mixing it up a lot. So we're just going to see what happens. So.
All right, well, congratulations, guys. You're moving on. Got some work to do out of the bottom half, but if anyone can do it, I think the two young guns can, especially in this heat today. It's a factor. It's really hot out here today in the upper 90s, but we'll see if these guys can get back on championship court and get back in the studio with me.
Thanks,
That's
Tom.
it. That's it from Franklin Pickleball Studio. We're going to move on to our next semifinal match. Don't go anywhere. Nice job, Georgia.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's Jeff Martin, Mayor of Hamilton Township, and I welcome you to our great town for your New Jersey Pickleball Open Championships. While you're not playing or watching friends, I hope you have the opportunity to visit our Grounds for Sculpture, a world-renowned outdoor art sculpture studio, and our many restaurants and eating establishments. I wish you the best of luck in your tournament. I hope you enjoy playing on our brand new pickleball courts and look forward to seeing you again in the future.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort-style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at CoulterPickleball.com.
ready for next gen.
This is Next Gen Pickleball.
I'm so ready for the Next Gen Tour.
Super excited about next gen.
I can't wait for the APP Next Gen Tour.
I'm super excited for next gen.
The APP Tour is proud to bring the first ever pro pickleball tournament to the great Garden State of New Jersey. We're here in Hamilton, New Jersey at the APP New Jersey Open. Can I say New Jersey one more time, Dom, do you think? New Jersey.
There it is.
Very happy to be here. It is a very, very toasty day here at Veterans Park. About 100 degrees on the thermometer, and feels probably like 106-ish.
It's very warm
So
out
it is
here.
a toasty one, guys. Our players definitely are trying to stay in the shade as much as possible. Of course, nice and hydrated.
There's lies.
Yeah,
You are
that was like
You are
at
full of
8 a.m.
lies.
this morning.
You are full of lies. We are arguing with Kyle Solinko. He believes
86.
He believes it's beautiful out.
At
He
at
is
6 a.m. this morning.
He is not sweating. He is calm and cool as can be in this beautiful 86-degree weather. But it was 86 earlier this morning.
At some point, for sure, it was.
It is
on the way on up.
It is crept up.
Nice and sunny. There is wind that is gusting here or there, so
That is
it's not
kinda
too
nice.
bad. Yeah,
That is
it
kinda
is
nice.
a nice breeze. But we have a semifinal match here coming up next on Championship Court. We have our number 1 seeded Michelle Esquivel and Zayn Navratil taking on our number 4 seed Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy. So this should be a really great match. The winner of this heads to our winner bracket final, where Lauren Stratman and Rob Nunnery are awaiting who they will play. They're sitting under the shade over on the left side of your screen there. I don't know if you can pick them out. I see them. I see Lauren's bright pink shorts and purple Neptune Electrum tank top.
Yeah, so Esquivel and Navratil coming off a pretty, not easy, but a handily maintained match in their quarterfinal against Johnson & Johnson, 11-8, 11-1. Coakley and Cassidy had a battle against Becky Ryan and Brendan Long, two Naples residents. I won 11-8, 12-10. So it'll should equate to a good match here in this second semifinal. Like you said, Lauren Stratman and Rob Nunnery awaiting in the wings.
We'll, of course, have that winner bracket final after this. We are just awaiting our ref, who should be on their way. And then we will get into this action. Of course, Cassidy, the lefty on the court, as he usually is, but we do have a lefty and Althoff Merchant here this weekend as well. Oh, we should give a quick shout out as well to Cassandra Gerke, one of our co-hosts of the New Jersey Open this weekend, along with John Sperling. Saw him in his gorgeous bright pink Selkirk shirt earlier today.
It's not pink.
It's not?
No. It's melon. It's not pink. No. We're not going to argue about this.
Oh,
it's
okay.
melon.
Agree to disagree, Dominic, I guess is where we'll stand with that. But thank you so much, everyone, for watching. We're streaming on APP TV YouTube, as well as APP Tour on Facebook. You can find us either of those places. Pick your poison, I guess.
When that breeze is not blowing, though, it gets very stagnant here like it just has right now. All of a sudden, there's no breeze, and even in the shade, it's nice and warm. Michelle Esquivel's just sitting, getting
She's
hot
melting. She's melting. She was, however, singing Lizzo earlier this morning and was feeling good, so.
Yes, we are all scarred because those songs will be in our head the whole day today.
Everyone likes to have a good time is basically the situation. So just a couple of moments away here from kicking off.
Yeah, Esquivel and Navratil are relaxing, taking it easy there already. Coakley and Cassidy finishing up their warm-up, and we're just waiting on our referee to get to court.
So we will go ahead and mute ourselves and let you enjoy the gorgeous court noises of pickleball, and we'll be back when we get into this match.
What?
All right, hi everybody. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano back with you courtside here on Championship Court at the APP Tour's New Jersey Open. We got Rob Cassidy still just
he's hanging
lounging. He's lounging by the side in the shade of the tent. We have our ref now. We're getting ready to go, getting all the fine details out of the way. And then we will get this match going. Again, we're going to have Zayn Navratil and Michelle Esquivel. Looks like they're going to be starting on the near end. They're taking on Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy.
Key here in this match is going to be Navratil and Esquivel limiting the touches for Rob Cassidy. That's going to be their whole goal. We kind of talked a little bit about it in our interview about that match coming up. And so we'll see how they can kind of limit the athleticism of Rob Cassidy, because when you get Rob Cassidy engaged in points in the match, the more he's engaged, the hotter he gets, the better he gets. So that's going to be a key factor for Navratil and Esquivel in this match.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Cassidy is hard to limit, that's for sure, because he just is everywhere and anywhere in between. So we'll see how well he can counter their attempts to limit his involvement in these rallies.
Cassidy has that right leg wrapped up because he has a major burn, not a physical fire burn, but a burn,
A court
on,
burn?
On the side of his calf. I got to see it this morning talking about it. But geez, Rob, I think you're just a madman on
we
the court.
mention it many times.
Yeah.
Unless Rob Cassidy has left DNA all over a pickleball court, he was never there.
Correct.
He was never there. He prefers the skin DNA over all other methods. I'll just leave it at that. I feel like I'm dangerously close to a conversation I should not be having. All right, we're taking a quick look here at Esquivel and Navratil's day so far. In the first round, they had a bye, as you can see. Their second round, they took on Moore and Dobrin, winning 11-6, 11-4, and then took on Georgia Johnson and J.W. Johnson, able to come out on top 11-8, 11-1 in their last match. We'll see if they can keep the winning streak going here, or if Coakley and Cassidy will be the team to take them down for the first time here today. Of course, it is mixed doubles day here Friday. We had an amateur day that kicked off the tournament yesterday. And a big shout out to our co-host Cassandra Gerke's mom, Wendy, who won a gold medal yesterday. Very exciting stuff. So a big congrats to her. We also have a quick head pickleball player profile here for Zayn Navratil. He's currently in Brookfield, Wisconsin, just outside of Milwaukee. Plays for Team Franklin, 26 years old. Very impressive APP Tour record, and currently sits number 6 on the APP standings list. We'll see if he's able to make anything happen in terms of moving up on that list after this weekend. All right, Rob Cassidy and Martina Coakley are going to start us off serving on the far end. And here we go, 0-0-2.
That's going to be a battle we're going to see a lot of, the Esquivel-Coakley cross court. We'll see if who gets the better end of that to start. Right off the bat, it's Esquivel up 1. Just a little long from Coakley, but you're seeing Esquivel, she's looking for that middle. She wants to pull the trigger. Navratil's the one sitting there saying patient with her.
1-0-1.
All right, the Navratil serve gets its intended results with an error there from Coakley. Gets them up 2-0-1. really short return there from Cassidy. We're really going to see how aggressive these guys want to be during this match. Because I think, you know, Esquivel and Coakley certainly have things handled with the dinking and all that. We'll see how much these guys kind of insert themselves.
Nice ball there from Coakley down the line. Had Naruto in the middle a little bit. She ends up going behind for the winner. Nice shot by Martina Coakley right there.
0, 2, 1.
Really nice drive there from Coakley. Gets that ball wide from Esquivel. She tries to block it. Puts him on the board. Little mistake there from Esquivel on that
2, 2, 1.
backhand cross-court dink.
Second server. 2, 2, 2. That's you. Point. 3, 2, 2. Slide out. 2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1.
Out. Good eye, Martina. Second serve. 1. Let's go. 2, 3, 2. Slide out.
Good hold from Cassidy and Coakley there. After they had taken a 1-point lead, they hold too quick. Good hands by Esquivel sitting on that Cassidy pole. I think she's seen that a time or two.
Maybe.
2, 2.
Coakley sitting on her forehand. Great anticipation on the attack from Esquivel. They double up their lead here.
4, 2, 2.
4, 2, 2.
Oh, nice little flip down the middle from Martina Coakley. Catches Naruto sitting on his forehand side. He has nothing but his left hand to hit that ball with.
Definitely could see some frustration there with Naruto letting that happen.
Nice, Martina.
After a couple quick wins on the head-to-head battle between Esquivel and Coakley, Coakley has returned the favor on the last 2 or 3.
6, 2, 2.
Cassidy and Coakley rolling here, 6, 2, 2. See, Esquivel and Naruto have switched sides.
What a lob from Naruto.
Just executed perfectly at the perfect time. Such patience, and just really waited for the right moment to do that, and he got exactly what he wanted. I mean, Cassidy got there. He just kind of didn't get the right paddle on it that he wanted. Really great movement that entire rally. 2-6-2.
So you got unforced errors right there in the bottom left. Pretty even, as is the game. Not too much, not too huge of a lead for Coakley and Cassidy, but great hands again there from Martina Coakley to get on top of that. And Coakley's heating up here.
More than just literally, because we know she's very hot in this temperature right now, as is everybody.
Cassidy trying to step in and take over there for a little bit. Not that that was a bad shot, just couldn't get on top of that backhand. Great job by Navratil stepping in. Coakley had floated one or two earlier like that. Navratil was waiting for the right moment. Great shot by Zayn.
3-6-1.
Again, Coakley staying hard with that. On top of that two-handed backhand, setting up Cassidy for the forehand winner. Beautiful shot.
I think Esquivel and Navratil, the patience game is paying off for them. I think when they're a little impatient, try to speed some things up, it's not going their way because Coakley and Cassidy are just so engaged right now.
4-6-2.
I think they really need to pick those moments.
Great get from Navratil on the return of serve. Clips the top of the tape from Cassidy. Navratil with enough wheels to get there and actually do something with that ball. Great hands again from Navratil, and all of a sudden we're tied up here at 6.
6-6-2.
Cassidy didn't do what he wanted with that ball. Didn't get enough on that.
Timeout. 1 minute.
All right, we have a timeout here called from Cassidy and Coakley as Esquivel and Navratil take the lead here, 7-6 when we come back from this jigsaw hydration break. And someone actually mentioned earlier, Dom, I know certain players kind of bring the attention of the legality of their serves. Zayn Navratil being one of them with, you know, his kind of crazy spinning and turning. Very, you know, Morgan Evans does a lot of crazy stuff. Gabriel Joseph. And it's funny because, you know, the navel, which is where you have to hit it below, you can't see someone's navel. So it's kind of like people are like, oh, it looks above their navel. And, you know, it's a little complicated because you can't necessarily see. So I think that's kind of where that comes in. But quick look there at the head pickleball profile for Martina Coakley from Slovenia, currently in Miami, Florida, 39 years old for Team Vulcan, currently number 19 on the women's APP standings list.
Time in.
All right, coming back from that jigsaw hydration break, Navratil serving, 7-6-2.
Good job, Martina. Good time.
time for Esquivel to pull that. I think she kind of mishit it a little bit.
6, 7, 1.
Put away from Cassidy. Couple chances there. Good digs from Esquivel and Navratil, but a little too much Rob Cassidy, and
7, 7, 1.
we're tied at 7. Relentless attack from Rob Cassidy on that point.
8, 7, 1.
Wow, that kind of shocked Esquivel. Coakley.
Such a good spot in that awkward left shoulder of Esquivel. She's just so hard to get a paddle on that you can do anything with.
And she didn't even hit it that hard. She just flipped it at that shoulder.
Yeah. Don't have to do it hard if you put it in the right spot, that's for sure. 9-7-2. Here in game 1 of this semifinal match, winner of which goes to the winner bracket final.
Again, Coakley sitting on that great attack from Martina Coakley on the forehand side. Got a timeout here from Esquivel and Navratil. Down 3.
Cassidy and Coakley were up 6-2 after going on a bit of a run earlier in game 1 here. Esquivel and Navratil able to get back in that game, tie it up and go ahead. Take a quick look during this jigsaw hydration break at our lefty on the court, Mr. Rob Cassidy. Player profile brought to you by Head Pickleball. Out of Rochester, New York, he's currently in the Estero Bonita Springs area of Florida. Plays for Team Engage, 31 years young. Number 9 on our APP standings list.
Each team has 1 timeout left in the game.
All right. Each of our teams have 1 timeout left.
Time in.
Cassidy and Coakley here, hoping to close out game 1 right here, though.
That's an incredible drive from Martina Coakley right there. Big forehand to end that game.
All right, game 1 going to Rob Cassidy and Martina Coakley. And we have a cracked ball, but we will not replay that last point, so we'll take a very short break from our sponsors and be right back for game 2.
My favorite paddle is the V520. It's more of a control paddle, which is great for my game because I'm certainly known as more of a defensive player, but it's still great for hitting a hard serve and drive the ball well from the transition area and from the kitchen. Go ahead and drive it at me. I'm ready to block it into the kitchen. I can roll it or I can slice it. Either way, I feel like it's gonna go in. With the soft feel of the paddle, I can dink all day. So go ahead and try it out, dink me.
Welcome back, everyone. Game 2 underway here of our mixed pro doubles semifinal match between Zayn Navratil and Michelle Esquivel. Now our end. Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy on the near end. Coakley and Cassidy taking game 1, 11-7. Esquivel and Navratil hoping to answer here in game 2. Oh my gosh. He got it. Wow. Navratil, he's a magic man out there, Dom. The rabbits that he can pull out of a hat sometimes, just shocking.
Great get, just enough to get there. Just get your paddle on it. Look for the back. Oh, now Esquivel's coming out, guns blazing here, and just ripping everything, and they got a 3-0 lead. And the Navratil serve coming into play.
He got Coakley one time early game 1 and does the same here in game 2. We have a timeout quickly from Coakley and Cassidy. We'll take a quick look here. Run us through game 1.
So winners 8-2 for Coakley and Cassidy. Let's look at our unforced errors. 11-8, not too far off. And oddly enough, Coakley and Cassidy had more unforced errors, but still top as they had 8-2 in the area of winners. So again, stats don't always tell it all. Get an oddity there where the team wins that had more unforced errors, and that happens every once. So that's one of those oddities. Does happen every once in a while. But right now, Esquivel and Navratil, the number 1, 4-0 here in game number 2.
I see you, Band Krieger, asking about getting a score of the Johnson match going on behind this one. We'll try and get that.
Good stop there from Coakley and Cassidy. Good out. Now if they can answer and get on the board here, that'll be the key. Nice pressure serve from Rob Cassidy, giving Navratil a taste of his own medicine.
1-4-1.
Yeah, Esquivel telling out that ball from Coakley. Looked like it did have a lot of heat on it. Might have put a hole in that Kitsch pickleball sign at the baseline. Wow, that's 2.
And just like that, after a timeout, the momentum pendulum has swung in the opposite direction.
2 odd unforced errors on return of serve from but exactly what Esquivel and Navratil did to Coakley and Cassidy for those first 4 points. Coakley and Cassidy have flipped the script and are doing the same exact thing.
Esquivel, I think, asking Navratil if he wants a timeout after that, but they play on. Huge run currently happening for Martina Coakley and Rob Cassidy. 5-4-2.
Nice ball down the middle from Martina Coakley. And all of a sudden, at timeout, every bit of momentum has changed to the side of Martina and Rob Cassidy.
We need a 10.
Nice jump of the sideline by Rob Cassidy to put the pressure on Navratil. And it is a 7-0 run that Coakley and Cassidy are on right now. No timeout from Esquivel and Navratil. I'm shocked.
I'm very shocked. I mean, there it is. Perhaps 3 to 4, points late, but late than never, I guess. And we do have a little update on the Georgia Johnson-New Johnson match going on behind this one.
Playing against Beckman and Brendan Long.
Yes, they the Johnsons were up 8-7 to 15. So I think that was a couple perhaps go, but a very close matchup going on there. So we'll definitely keep an eye on that and keep you guys posted on who comes out on top of that match to 15.
So far here in game number 2, unforced errors, and it looks like Esquivel and Navratil with one more unforced error than Coakley and 5-4 here in this second game. So we'll see how that plays out as the unforced errors in the first game didn't play out of the winner, as Cassidy and Coakley had more unforced.
I just really hate to see that timeout came so late from Navratil because, you know, the frustration builds, more ground you have to make up now, puts the pressure on you more. So definitely, I think both of us were saying, Dom, we would have liked to see that timeout taken earlier, but they do get the ball back, and let's see what they can make happen here.
So Coakley kind of looking over, hands up, going, I thought I was going to hit that. Cassidy jumped over and put that away. Great job, Cassidy. Good read by Esquivel, seeing that Cassidy over in the middle just a little too much. She shoots behind. Great read by Michelle Esquivel.
6-8-2 here in game 2. Till and Esquivel need to win this to force a game 3. Saw some peak city on that rally.
Coakley got in between on that, whether to take that out of the air bounce.
Back within 1 now. That's the benefit of having Rusty on your team right there. You can think you've got a lob, Sales and Rob Cassidy will just go get it for you instead. Alright, keeping it interesting here.
Wow.
As Navratil now up by 1.
Yeah, they're on a 5-0 run of their own here.
We've seen both these games so far this match be very streaky.
Coakley backing off the kitchen line right there. Unfortunately, gets that ball off the frame.
I was hoping we'd see a timeout here from Coakley and Cass. We do indeed. As you mentioned, you know, you could tell Martina Coakley just traded after some indecision there. And she's just taking a moment. Grab a seat, grab some shade and water, and hold off this game point here in game number 2, so that we don't have to go to a game 3.
Yeah, it's just trying to stop runs. That's exactly what they're doing, is they're putting the pressure on. But it's both Esquivel and Navratil put the pressure on 4-0, and Coakley and Cassidy put huge pressure on counter pressure to go up 8-4, but now Navratil on a 6-0 run of their own here, and up 8 here in game number 2.
Coakley with that slice return that sails well long will take us to a game 3 now.
Yeah, that's a 7-0 run to end that game from Esquivel until after they seemed down and out because
I know.
Coakley and Cassidy run, they were cruising up 8-4, and then all of a sudden they call a timeout, and maybe it's too, maybe a little late, but ends up being a great timeout right there, and they come back with a 7-0 run of their own to end game 2, and we'll go to a game 3.
As we said, we saw lots of runs these first 2 games. We'll see if that trend continues in game 3. Well, of course, ends at 6 in game 3. So our players both sides of the court.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to ask many of the players if either side is preferable, because to us it seems like the wind's kind of cross court. So it's not like it's at the back of any of the players. It seems to be coming on your screen left to right.
Yep. That can kind of both sides equally then versus one side to the wind and one with the wind. We're in Veterans Park in Hamilton, New Jersey. Big and first pro tournament ever in the state of New Jersey taking place right now. Very excited to be bringing some of these amazing pros, so everyone here in New Jersey can get a little taste of this action that they haven't been able to see in person before. All right, game 3, Cassidy and Coakley on the far end, Esquivel and Naruto starting off on the near.
That's a great lob, about 5-6 shots ago from Martina. Set up that whole advantage for them, putting her and Cassidy in control line, pushing Esquivel and Naruto all the way back to the baseline. Great lob by Martina Coakley.
1-0-2 here in game 3. Winner match goes on to the winner bracket final to play Lauren Stratman and Rob Nunnery. Naruto thought that point was over.
I think we all did.
Rob Cassidy said, nope, not quite yet.
And
on top.
What a pull from Martina Coakley from her shoe tops right there. Shot. And again, like you said, Lauren, that's all Rob Cassidy. I'm in that point with the opportunity to win the point, and they do. So Naruto did not want to go that high.
Definitely hit that.
Yeah, he just misses Cassidy in the face.
But those cat-like reflexes saved the day again for Rob Cassidy.
Coakley jumping away again. So she'll tend to do that. She'll get into that kind of habit of jumping away from the ball. When she stays planted, she's fine. But sometimes she'll jump away like that. She did it on the other side last game too.
Oh, there.
Coakley's the first one, but unlike the others, Esquivel gets that one back and coats the next one.
Stays in. I thought it was a little. Oh, Coakley. Oh my goodness. 2 unbelievable gets from Martina Coakley before that last ball sails Cassidy. She was just flinging her paddle around, hoping it hit something, and she did 2 times. Love it.
Good job by Martina handling the Naruto serve. That's the first step when he's serving. Handle it.
And an update on the Johnson match behind. J.W. Johnson and Jordan do win that match. They will advance along in our consolation bracket.
Nice hands again from Coakley and Cassidy. Coakley coming out on top of that one with the forehand overhead.
3, 2, 1.
All right, 3-2-1 here in game 3.
Second server. Three, two.
Big return.
Good return from Michelle Esquivel. She got some air underneath it, too hard. And when you can get some air underneath it, get it deep, you cause your have to create all the energy and all the power. Just there.
I disagree with you. That's okay. That's a point. All I can do is shake.
I'm not gonna lie, Dom, I almost died when Martina Coakley crushed that overhead that bounced over the barrier into the... I literally ducked my head to the side. Just in case wondering how hard she hit that.
Coverage from Rob Cassidy on the around the post from Navratil. Navratil just shrugging his shoulders, it's a good shot. There's nothing you can do about that one.
Those last two rallies, those were the first TPs that we have seen here on center court, I think, today, Dom.
And before we had a little question, Rob Cassidy asking the referee if he can keep an eye on the Navratil.
As we've mentioned, it's a complicated.
Wow, the athleticism of Rob Cassidy right there. That's a drive from Michelle Esquivel. That's not a soft ball that he can move his feet on. He has to read that early. He does be able to put that ball away. Mind it from Coakley right there. She just tried to baby it. She's going to do for it, hit it, put the pressure on Esquivel, force her to hit that ball like she did before at that shoulder.
3-3-2, low scoring game 3 here so far. And I have to say, Dom, the wind has essentially ceased to exist right now, and I feel like I'm sauna.
Yeah, it's very warm right now.
It's about 100 here in Hamilton, New Jersey, in case anyone was wondering. Enjoy your viewing wherever you are. Three, 3-2.
Coakley sitting on that one again. Overhits it. And it's a slight lead here for Esquivel and Navratil.
Navratil sees pretty planted there in the middle of the court. Kind of gave away position early on. Navratil goes behind him down the sideline. 5-3-2.
Set up there from Coakley and Cassidy, moving Esquivel and Navratil side and creating a hole in the middle. Wonderful there.
3-5-1. We'll switch ends. It's another dink rally.
Coakley leading with the wrist there, which means the paddle's flatten up in the air. With the wrist like that, ball's going to go up. Got to get on top of that.
5-2.
Cassidy standing straight up on that thing. He knew what the issue was as soon as he hit that in the net. He's got to stay low and stay in his position.
3-1.
Look where Coakley's standing. She's about 8 inches off the kitchen line there. She's closer. She's able to get that ball about 3 inches higher and able to attack that. Fortunately, it's in the net. 6-3 lead here for Esquivel and Navratil on the change of end.
Yeah, and for anyone that wasn't aware, Rob Cass very recently joined USA Pickleball's Rules Committee. So I know he has been an outspoken critic of the new variations that have popped up in the game. To me a little bit about it in Bend when I was there a couple weeks ago, so I'm sure I have a lot to say about that as the committee is berating potential rule changes for next year and how that will affect curves that have been popping up.
So unfortunately for this game, Coakley and Cassidy had 10. Esquivel and Navratil had 3.
Your score is 3.
All right, we've changed ends now here in this tiebreaker game 3 of this semifinal match to head to the winner bracket final.
A much better job there. Coakley getting all the way up, controlling the kitchen line to get that ball at its highest peak that she can reach. Coakley frustrated with herself about talking about the Navratil serve.
7-3-2.
Like it. Coakley sitting on it again. Unfortunately, too much over the time. And Esquivel and Navratil add to their lead.
Playing great.
Timeout here from Cassidy.
9-3-2. 1 minute.
9-3 lead here for Esquivel. Coakley and Cassidy gonna have to come up with an answer before this one gets away from them. As Esquivel will have answered the bell after dropping game 1, 11-7, win a tight one in game 2, 11-8, and are in clear control here in game 3, 9-3.
You can definitely sense the frustration out of Coakley right now. Just kind of not able to do what they want to do here in game 3.
Yeah, and it's showing the visual frustration from the Coakley and Cassidy camp.
Rob, you have 1 timeout left in the game.
As they come back in here, 9-3, trying to get this side out and get bored here.
They've gone on some good runs so far this match. Certainly capable. Let's see if they can do one more time and stay in this game 3 here, or if Esquivel and Nav gonna keep rolling here all the way to the winner's bracket final.
Nice overhead there from Rob Cassidy, the big left-hander in the middle.
Forced by Martina Coakley's shot previous to that. pause up.
3-9-1.
All right, 3-9-1. They got to make some beer.
Coverage there by Michelle Esquivel to recover. Because
Really
that
nice.
hole was there for a split second, but it closed quickly by Esquivel.
I think that's it, which is why Michelle kind of apologizing to Martina for that.
Perfect drop.
I know, I mean,
Off the frame.
it's exactly what she planned to do, I mean.
Wow, what a scramble.
Like, that was gym to watch right there. That was fun.
I mean, Navratil had to run out of the way to get that.
All right, this is a match point here.
A good ball down the middle from Navratil to end it right there.
All right, so Esquivel going on to the winner bracket final to take on Lauren Stratman and Bob Nunnery. Rob Cassidy and Martina Coakley drop into our consolation bracket. They are not done yet, so we'll see if we see them a little bit later this day. We'll take a very short sponsored break, guys, and Dom will be over in the Franklin studio chatting with Navratil and Michelle Esquivel. We'll be right back.
Hey, Benny boy. Top of the morning to ya. Do you know what time it is?
It's the morning. It's 7 a.m. What do you want?
It's 7 a.m. Come on, it's cocktail hour.
Really? Amateur.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Dang, thirsty.
Pickleball action and excitement is back with the APP Tour's 2021 World Pickleball Open at PGA Village Verano by Coulter Homes in Port St. Lucie, Florida. 75-plus divisional events, men's, women's, singles, doubles, and mixed doubles. And the pro divisions with over $25,000 prize money on the line. Learn from the engaging pros at the Pickleball Strategy Clinics. For more information, go to worldpickleballopen.com or call 561-330-6000.
Pickleball.
If you like to dink, then Pickleball Magazine has what you're looking for. Our bi-monthly print publication will help you become a better player with instructional tips, drills, and articles from the top teaching pros in the sport. And you'll become a healthier, stronger player with psychological, nutritional, and wellness advice from experts in their fields. Finally, if it's product reviews or the latest news, we have that too. To learn more or to subscribe today, go to pickleballmagazine.com.
Back here in the Franklin Pickleball Studio with no strangers, Michelle Esquivel, Zayn Navertil on their semifinal view in the winners bracket final against Rob Nunnery and Lauren Stratman. You guys dropped game one. Okay, let's go straight to game two. Game two, a game of runs. You guys go up 4, right?
Game two was a weird, it was a strange game.
It was.
For sure.
You guys go up 4. They rattle off 8. You wait, call a timeout. I was sitting over there going, when are they going to call a timeout? You called the timeout at 8, and then next thing you guys go on a 7-0 run. What was the difference in all that, Michelle?
I don't know, Zayn. I have no idea. It was all like a blur, that last match. It was all, I think it was very streaky. You know, Zayn and I were just saying how a game of runs and momentum, and I guess it was a good idea to call a timeout.
It was all part of the plan.
Right, to go up 4-0 and then down 8-4?
Yeah.
Use that timeout right at that particular spot.
We knew if we lulled them to sleep by letting them get 4, it would be an easy comeback. So
you do come back. You do come back. And then you kind of have all that momentum going into game 3. What was the difference kind of pulled you away in that third game, Zayn?
We started driving a little bit better. Good spots there, setting up stuff with both of our serves. Michelle was serving really nicely and deep. We figured out a strategy that was working a little bit better, playing a little more offensively from the baseline and then slowing it down a little bit more once we got up to the kitchen. So that was kind of our we won a few points off of the drives and just looking for opportunities. So yeah.
It seems like you got Michelle, she's getting a little more fired up, right?
As
the day goes
Absolutely.
on, she seems to get a little more fiery. And Michelle, you're always been like that, but you feed off that. And moving into the winners bracket final, I'm anticipating a little more of that.
Oh, absolutely. Zayn helped out with, again, Zayn. Yeah, he helped me out, like, getting the energy up, and kept reminding me, good energy and good positive and energy, and that's what happened. I think that helped us out a lot there, and that's definitely going to be seen in the winners bracket final.
Oh, yeah, seen and heard.
Seen and
for
heard.
sure.
Okay. All right, well, congratulations on to the winners bracket final. Let you get out of the sun here, get in the shade for a little bit, get some hydration. It is very rare today. So congratulations, guys. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will have consolation bracket match on championship court. Don't go anywhere.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort-style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at CoulterPickleball.com.
Hi, my name's Jeff Martin, Mayor of Hamilton Township, and I welcome you to our great town for your New Jersey Pickleball Open Championships. While you're not playing or watching friends, I hope you have the opportunity to visit our Grounds for Sculpture, a world-renowned outdoor art sculpture studio, and our many restaurants and eating establishments. I wish you the best of luck in your tournament. I hope you enjoy playing on our brand new pickleball courts and look forward to seeing you again in the future.
My favorite paddle is the V520. It's more of a control paddle, which is great for my game because I'm certainly known as more of a defensive player, but it's still great for hitting a hard serve and drive the ball well from the transition area and from the kitchen. Go ahead and drive it at me. I'm ready to block it into the kitchen. I can roll it or I can slice it. Either way, I feel like it's gonna go in. With the soft feel of the paddle, I can dink all day. So go ahead and try to out-dink me.
Having a tough time getting better? Our 3-day Level Up Pickleball camps feature a low student pro ratio and offer personalised training from the best pros in the game. Level Up will take you full circle through the point building process by teaching proper stroke mechanics, positioning and winning game strategies. Each camper also receives a personalised before and after video, an instructional manual, product discounts and more. Discover how good you can be with Level Up Pickleball camps. Visit us today at leveluppickleballcamps.com.
Hi, everybody. Lauren McLaughlin, awaiting our next matchup here on Championship Court. So we're just going to take a very break again and give a big shout out to some of our sponsors who make these tournaments possible. So a big thank you to them. Don't go anywhere though, guys. We will have another match coming up shortly here at Court.
At Coulter Homes, the rules are simple. Grab your paddle and always dink in the kitchen. Remember where you are. Coulter Homes is the home of pickling. Smash and poach on dedicated courts in resort-style and active adult new home communities across the Southeast, including PGA Village Verano and Port St. Lucie, home of the World Pickleball Open. Learn more at CoulterPickleball.com.
The HD5 is the green of ivy. It represents hope, tenacity, the spirit of life and growth. It also reminds us of the Ivy League. The HD5 features a good rotation, an excellent sweet spot, thicker core, and super power.
Yeah, a little better. Yeah, I can barely hear myself though. Check, check. So back here on championship court, our next matchup is a mixed senior pro double consolation match. Nancy Henderson and John Sperling taking Gene Hallahan and Gerald Alvarado.
Oh my God, Eric.
That will be game to 15 on championship court at the 2021 New Jersey Open here on the APP. So don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right here on championship court. On court, we'll be there, waiting on our second team to get here and get out, and we'll be ready to go. So don't go far, guys. They are coming on the court as we speak.
I've only been on these courts here, that's why.
Alvarado gets to court. We will get started shortly.
New Jersey or New York? New York. I see it all the Jersey.
All right, all four players on court now, going through their warm-up. Jones, again, our USA Pickleball certified referee. Court has them ready and almost set. All these players should be kind of warm, at least a little bit, as they have all already been playing and have a couple matches under their belt already. Andy Jones finishing up her remarks with the players. As they will finish up their Again, a match 1 game to 15 on the bottom half of this mixed senior pro bracket.
Of course, John Sperling in the melon colored shirt. Nancy Henderson, his partner, is in the pink skirt and visor. Jean Hallahan in the red hat and pink blue shirt. And then Gerald Alvarado in the blue hat and green shirt.
Yeah, Henderson and Sperling coming off a loss to Marariu and Johnson, 11-8, 12-10. Nail-biter as far as matches go. Hallahan and Alvarado lost a 3-game match in the first to Kowalkowski and Olin, 9-11, 5-11, 3. This matchup here on the bottom half of the draw.
We'll be underway here momentarily. Lauren McLaughlin and Dominic Catalano here in the guys all weekend long. Of course, mixed doubles today. We'll have gender double men's and women's tomorrow, and our singles day Sunday will out.
Almost going back here on championship court. One minute left in the warm-up here for all the players and get some serves in. And then we'll be ready to go here. Winner on the bottom half. Loser will be done for the day.
And then I believe next we will have our mixed pro winner bracket final next here on championship court.
Players are ready to go. Nancy's ready to go with her new Gamma paddle, I see. Players grabbing a drink really quick, and we'll be back here on court. Again, this is a game to 15. Players will switch ends at 8. See Nancy Henderson off of camera right now. She's hiding in the only bit of shade. Her and John Sperling on the back half of this court where they will be receiving. It looks like Hallahan and Alvarado will be serving to start this match.
Yep, they'll be on the far end. Sperling and Henderson receiving on the near end.
That's work right there. John Sperling making himself nice and big up at the kitchen line there. A little miss hit. John Sperling off the tape.
Sorry about that, guys. We were changing out a quarter. We're back. I was waiting. Comment to roll in that the audio's gone.
A little mishit Verado, but ends up in his favor.
Ooh.
Nice cross court there from Sperling, gets them on the board.
1-1-2. Our score here in this match to 15. We'll switch ends at 8.
Nice around the post there from John Sperling on the backhand side. Letting that ball travel beautifully. Great from Nancy Henderson, hanging in there and handling everything that Hallahan and Alvarado are throwing at her. Yeah, it's not going to happen right there against John Sperling, who's sitting on that in the middle. Wanting you to pull a trigger there because he's keeping that backhand dink so low. Henderson and Sperling cruising along here in this game to 15. Great spot from John Sperling. Out here from Hallahan and Alvarado down 5-1 here early in this game to 15.
All right, Jigsaw Health hydration break here. Again, switching ends at 8 here in this match to 15, so Henderson and Sperling on their way.
Have a timeout here. Andy Jones, USA Pickleball certified referee, bringing us back in.
All right, 5-1-2. Sperling will continue serve after this timeout. We'll see if it makes a difference.
A good timeout there from Hallahan and O, getting that side out. Hands on the first one from Henderson, but just too much Alvarado there on the second. Put a crooked number up on the board, 5-2-5. Great angle from John Sperling,
who will host of the New Jersey Open along with Cassandra Gerke. To make sure we saw his beautiful face today on championship court.
A lot of credit saying beautiful face for my boy John. John Sperling, a.k.a. Jack Parkman, with the
beautiful drop there from Sperling. You guys for letting us know so much. We are aware of the audio issues. We are trying to fix an earlier issue, and we've perhaps created another. We're probably going to do a hard reset after this match and hopefully get everything back up and running beautifully for you guys at home. Thank you so much for sticking with the patient as we work through some stuff.
Nice attack from John Sperling right there, and they'll get the end change on their paddle here at 8-2. Commanding lead here for Henderson and Sperling in this game to 15 on the consolation side of the bracket. Mixed doubles.
Indeed. Again, here at the APP Tours New Jersey Open here in New Jersey. We're about 45 minutes from Phil, if you are aware of the geography. Here, I am really not, as this is my first time here. All right, we've switched ends. Nancy Henderson serving here. It's 8-2-2. Wow, some good gets.
Great angles from John Sperling and Nancy Henderson.
A couple really good gets there from Gerald Alvarado, though. New York. So a local-ish to the area here. 9-2-2.
Much needed side out Callahan and Alvarado here. Down 2-9. Need to answer and get on the board here before this one gets too far away. What a spot there. Sperling. Just a little flip at about 60% down the middle.
Beautiful lob right on the line there from Sperling. Nancy to take a little break during that rally. She was like, I'm just gonna, John, you take over for a second.
Yeah, she's almost laughing right now, telling him, good point, John. I'm not sure if she hit a ball there.
I don't think she did. Oh no. Clips off the net, comes up off her paddle and takes her. First time I've seen that happen, Dom.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen that one today.
She's okay, though, I think.
There's a foot fault on Hallahan there. So point goes to Sperling and Henderson.
All right, 11-2-1.
A couple unforced errors. Three in a row right there from Hallahan and Alvarado, and a timeout here down 12-2, Lauren. Just cruising along is Henderson and Sperling here in this game to 15.5. Winner moves on. Loser is done for the day. But like we've seen before, nothing's over until you get to this point. Any team can get on a run here. We've seen it numerous times, numerous tournaments, teams coming back from deficits this large, if not bigger.
Cool things about pickleball that I love so much, being able to see that. All right, no timeout signing here for Hallahan and Alvarado.
Just informed by the truck, we will have the winner's bracket final in mixed doubles following this match. So good match coming up next as well. Henderson's all over that forehand though. She just missed it.
2-12-1. We'll get a foot fault on John Sperling there. Four 12-2.
Good, and John Sperling, one of the best at creating angles right there. Great shot. Henderson gets the
She gets her revenge. That revenge.
She'll be stuck on 12 for a little bit there.
Yeah. 13-4. 2 now.
Get away with one right there on the John Sperling forehand. Knocking him those. Good count. Nancy Henderson right there on the drive. Alvarado.
And we see it a lot, you know. Unfortunately, you know, Alvarado got really a hold of that. A lot of times when you're down and you're feeling the pressure, you're trying to things to happen, and mistakes happen when you're doing that. So we've seen a couple of those here as Callahan and Alvarado are desperately trying to stay in this match.
Runner there on the backhand side from John Sperling.
And that take their first match point here to continue on here in our Pro Mixed Doubles bracket. And a big drive. Sperling gets the job done. So congrats to John Sperling and Nancy Henderson. They're on today. Jean Hallahan and Gerald Alvarado done for the day, but well played. We are going to actually take the stream down, guys. We're going to reset of our system, just try and fix any issues that we're having. So don't go anywhere. If you have to, make sure and subscribe to our APP TV YouTube channel notifications. You'll be notified when we come back up live, so you won't miss anything. Facebook, just make sure and like and turn those notifications on for the APP Tour Facebook page. But we are going to take a short break here, guys. Don't go anywhere, though. We have our mixed doubles winner bracket final coming up next. Don't go in.